flag is drenched with our blood. Because you see, so many of our ancestors was killed because we have never accepted slavery. We had to live on it, but we've never wanted it. So we know that this flag is drenched with our blood. So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men, respected as a man. As we know, this country was built on the black backs of black people across this country. And if we don't have it, you ain't gonna have it either, because we gonna tear it up. That's what they saying. And people ought to understand that. I don't see why they don't understand that. They know what they've done to us. All across this country, they know what they've done to us. The flag is drenched with our blood.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Nora Christine Live. This is my first show on my own network. So I am so excited and proud to come tonight to you guys to give you guys my perspective, okay, for the Super Bowl. And it ain't going to be like most MAGA, most conservative perspective. Although, for those of you watching me for the first time, I am proud to have voted for Donald Trump. I am proud to consider myself as someone that supports the Make America Great Again movement. However, I don't understand why there was such outrage for the Super Bowl. I saw a lot of things that made me concerned. And I gotta say, white folks, your Klan hat was a little showing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Because let me tell you, break down to you tonight why Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance was for the movement, for the culture, for the people. Okay. So, first of all, we're going to break down a lot tonight. My focus tonight is dissecting the Super Bowl. In itself, the Philadelphia Eagles, they had a phenomenal, shocking win. They definitely defeated the Chiefs. I did not expect that. Um, I did not expect a few things that night. I did not expect that the whole room was going to be booing Taylor Swift. Yes, we can start with something lighthearted first before we go into this education tonight. If you've been living under a rock and you did not see Taylor Swift getting booed, I am going to play the clip for you because you need to share in this moment with us. So I apologize in advance to any Swifties I may offend, but I gotta say, it was quite interesting watching this. Let's play this clip here. I'm gonna present it on behalf of X. Shouts out to everybody watching tonight. If you guys could hit the like button, hit the like button. If you're watching on X, because I think quite a few of you are, hit that heart. Let's get some likes up. And if you are watching for the first time, please share this to a friend. I appreciate all the support. So yeah, let's watch this clip of Taylor Swift getting booed now. She looks mighty uncomfortable. Look at her looking at her friend Ice Spice. Oh wait, I didn't add it to the screen. Let me start it over. My bad, y'all. This is Adam Sandler. Then they shift to Taylor Swift sitting with her bestie Ice Spice, and I predicted that on the new party channel. If you go watch my video that I made Saturday, I said she's dropping Blake Lively and she'll be bringing her buddy Ice Spice with her. So yeah, y'all. I mean, that was phenomenal. Almost as phenomenal as her boyfriend's '70s inspired outfit, which was pretty rough looking. As he walked out, he didn't look as swippy and shiny. So yeah, the first thing that we're going to break down tonight is I really want to dissect again about the Super Bowl. So for those of you that did not watch the Super Bowl, there was three things that I think made most Caucasians in this country upset. The first thing was the fact that they did not like the performance for the Black National Anthem. And so, the Black National Anthem is lift every voice and sing. So I can understand if you don't understand the importance of it, why it may offend you. I'm going to explain why it might offend some. First, it might offend some because, first of all, we are in a country right now where we're anti anything diversity and inclusion. Why? Because diversity and inclusion does have a bad name for good reasons. Okay. I understand why people are against it. It's divisive. It takes away from meritocracy. So for those reasons, I am anti DEI too. However, I think that people take things too far now. Okay. We do need the Black National Anthem. I'm going to explain to you why, but I'm going to tell you the counter reasons. First, people don't like the Black National Anthem. They say, why do we need two national anthems? Why do we need to divide Black people? They're Americans too. Or why do they need special treatment by having their own anthem? So let me say this to you. We have America the Beautiful. Okay. So if you like America the Beautiful and you like the national anthem, why can't you like this? Why can't we have three national songs? Why does it have to be just two? And Jay said the word black is what the issue was. Facts. I gotta agree with Jay. And Jay is my brother who's on the far left. I'm more so. I don't want to say far right. I'm more in the middle of things. But we can agree on this. The word black is what the issue was. And I'll tell you this: if the Hispanic population, who makes up a third of our population, said they want to have a song, I would support it too, because the third of our population is Hispanic. And I'm going to tell you this: whether you guys like it or not, this country was built on the backs of Black people. So I don't see why it's a problem to have that song. Let me play to you guys the history of that song. Maybe then you'll change your mind. Maybe then you'll double down and say, hell no, we don't need it. But let me give you some history for those that need to be educated tonight.
As Jewel Hillary reports, the song is now on the road to new recognition.
First performed by a group of school children, it should come as no surprise that this beloved piece of American history is the brainchild of a teacher. In the year 1900, James Weldon Johnson wrote the poem that would eventually become one of the most recognized songs in the country. It was just one of his many accomplishments. In addition to being a poet, a principal, and a Broadway composer, Johnson was also an attorney, one of the first Black lawyers admitted to the Florida bar.
I believe that probably he had no idea what was going to happen to this song, this poem. He was just expressing what he felt.
Dr. Carol Adams, historian, activist, and educator, says Johnson's contribution to the soundtrack of the American story can't be overlooked.
It is marching orders. Remember, this is post-Reconstruction era. And so during the Reconstruction period, you even had Black senators and all of that before the South got scared and said, this is going too far, and started resegregating and lynching. I mean, he comes right behind that era. And that's why he says to us, hey, this is continuing. This struggle is still going on. We haven't won. We've been through a lot, but it's not over.
Originally scripted as part of a school celebration of Abraham Lincoln's birthday, the three-verse hymn was accompanied by music composed by James Weldon Johnson's brother, Rosamond. In 1919, during one of the most racially violent periods since the Civil War, the lyrics were given new life, again by educators. Many of the children who first learned the song went on to become teachers themselves, reviving it for a new generation. It eventually caught the ear of Booker T. Washington, ushering it to a new height when it was adopted as the official song of the NAACP. Now, more than 100 years after its inception, United States Representative Jim Clyburn of South Carolina is pushing a bill to have the song recognized as a national hymn.
I think what Representative Clyburn is doing is amazing in that it opens the door. It opens more doors. Let our rejoicing rise. Hearing it as a child for the first time, and I can almost remember hearing its structure and hearing it played. My big brother played also. Even though I didn't know the context and I didn't know the history, I knew it was important. By the way it was, by its treatment, by the way it was performed.
So yeah, that's some history about Lift Every Voice and Sing, written in 1900 during the time of Reconstruction, during the time when there were many Black communities burnt to the ground. I know that that's an uncomfortable truth and uncomfortable conversation to have, and I get it. We're in an era now where people are anti-woke, anti-DEI, anti-Black history being taught in schools, and I can understand. It's a hard pill to swallow. I totally get it. You don't want us to teach it in schools? Okay, fine. We can do amended version. We cannot teach it. I don't even like the way the schools teach it anyways. I never learned real Black history till I went to a HBCU. I'll be quite frank with you. So that's fine. I don't mind teaching my Black children the history on my own. However, what we won't do is take away from the importance of that song. Okay. If we're going to continue to have the national anthem that was written by a slave owner, we can continue to have this song. Okay. And yeah. Oh, wait. You didn't know that? Because I heard the crickets. Yes. So let me play on the counter the history of the actual national anthem. And again, I feel pride when I hear the national anthem. So let me tell you, I'm not saying we shouldn't have the national anthem. I feel immense pride, even though I know the history behind it. I feel pride knowing what it represents, knowing the good things that this country has did, knowing what that the allies went and saved the world with World War II, knowing the good and great things we did, knowing that we eventually did right the wrongs and we have the civil rights, we had affirmative action and those things. So I'm not saying that I love this country. I'm very pro this country. So in me saying this critique, it's to give you another perspective. It's to give you the Black experience and the Black perspective, because it's not all sunshines and rainbows. And I think that's the problem that people have. They want to erase history because they don't want to look at the sins and mistakes of our forefathers. Let me play this clip right here and play to you the history of the national anthem. All right, my bad, y'all. Here we go.
Wrong direction. This is a reality check you won't see anywhere else.
When there's significant change, and I feel like that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand.
Well, that was San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick explaining why he says he will not stand for the national anthem. The internet, as you know by now, has exploded over the decision to sit, including fans setting fire to Kaepernick's jersey. But interestingly, Kaepernick won't stand for an anthem that, as it turns out, celebrates the death of slaves. And I'm willing to bet you had no idea about this, because the only part of the story that we sing is the first verse. And yet, if you keep singing, the Star-Spangled Banner says much more than you might think. Let's start here, because the Star-Spangled Banner came to be during the War of 1812. It was written by Francis Scott Key. The War of 1812 was a war in which the United States attempted to take Canada from the British Empire. But the U.S. underestimated the British, who were able to overrun Washington, D.C. The banner itself, it was written in 1814 about the Battle of Fort McHenry in Baltimore. But as explained in an article by The Intercept, one of the missing parts of history is that part of the reason the British have been so successful during that war was their active recruitment of American slaves. Whole families found their way to the ships of the British, who accepted everyone and pledged that no one would be given back to their owners. Adult men were trained to create a regiment called Colonial Marines, who participated in many of the most important battles, including the August 1814 raid on Washington. Then on the night of September 13th, 1814, the British bombarded Fort McHenry. Key, seeing the fort's flag the next morning, was inspired to write the lyrics for the Star-Spangled Banner. So without question, American slaves played a role in fighting against Americans in that battle. About 6,000 former slaves total fought with the British to secure their own freedom. And Key, he speaks of them when he writes this: "No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave." Which candidly turns the anthem as we know it on its head. See, for those slaves, this was not a land of the free. Reality check. During the War of 1812, there actually was one group fighting for their freedom. And the Star-Spangled Banner celebrates America's triumph over them.
There's a lot of things that need to change. One specifically is police brutality. There's people being murdered unjustly and not being held accountable. Cops are getting paid leave for killing people.
So what you need to know is that for all the outrage over Colin Kaepernick, let's end here with a question. In 2015 alone, 102 unarmed black men were killed by police nationwide.
All right. So I'm going to remove that because that's not my point in playing that clip. It wasn't to go back down memory lane with Colin Kaepernick, but it was to tell you the history of the Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner has a tainted history, as you can see. Now, again, I am not calling for us to replace the national anthem, but due to that tainted history, I don't see why it's offensive for Black Americans to have Lift Every Voice and Sing be their Black national anthem. I don't see why it's divisive. I think it's important to shed light on this. And I'm not saying that we need to relive slavery every day, every moment of the year, but why not have that song? Why not honor the history of Black people in this country? Why not honor the sacrifices that their ancestors made by having that song? Why not give them that? What is that going to hurt? You don't want to give reparations to them, okay? Because that's very clear to me. In every conversation I've ever had with any white conservative, or most conservatives for that matter, I don't want to just say it's a white thing. They clearly say they don't believe in reparations, even the Black ones on our show. Even the Black ones on our show. You can go back and go watch the new party. I'm a part of the new party cast. We did a topic tonight on reparations, and almost all of them, except for one Black conservative, said that they were for reparations. They all made it clear they don't believe in handouts. They think it's an insult. They think it's not fair. How are you going to do it? They give more excuses than white people. I'm going to be honest with you. So if you don't want to give them reparations, give them this song. What does it hurt? Okay, so we debunked this song now. That was the first thing that had MAGA up in a roar, or white people in this country for that matter, because 90% of what I saw online on X were from whites. Okay. Now, the other issue they had was they were really mad that this performance, they attacked this girl. They said she did a terrible job. I mean, I saw all sorts of things. I'm gonna play a clip of her performance now so we can relive it. All right, y'all. We don't have to watch it anymore, but I just wanted you guys to really take a moment and listen to the songs, listen to the lyrics with a fresh ears, with a fresh perspective, lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Doesn't say lift every Black voice and sing. It says every voice. Lift every voice and sing, okay? Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Sing a song full of faith that the dark past has taught us. So, again, I don't see what's offensive about this song. And I need every white person that's against this song really to go take a moment, go read the lyrics. In fact, maybe I'm going to put it on the screen real quick, okay? Because y'all need to see what these lyrics say. There's nothing offensive about these lyrics. And if you think it's offensive and you think the song is offensive, you need to look within yourself and realize the importance of the song and how it does represent our country. Though we have a dark past, we have a song full of faith, okay? Though we have a dark past, we have a song full of hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on until victory is won. Okay. We need to be the United States of America, y'all. And the only way we're going to be the United States of America is if we can acknowledge collectively the things from our past were dark, were wrong. That's how we unify. That's how we become the United States of America. We can acknowledge the faults that have happened and say, you know what? We ain't doing that no more. But this is how we can be better. We can acknowledge that Black Americans went through a great deal in this country. We can acknowledge that to this day, currently, there is a prison to school to prison pipeline that does exist. And until we can acknowledge that, we ain't never gonna move forward, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, I'm not saying we should have everything 24/7 be against, to highlight this and the victimization. No, no, no. I'm not for that at all. But the first step we can do is by at least agreeing that this song is important and it should be given reverence and respect the same way that America the Beautiful and the Star-Spangled Banner is. All right. So we can move on past that. That was issue number one that most white folks had and most of America had. They didn't understand. Again, I don't know why it's a surprise. We've been singing this damn song at the Super Bowl for many years now, but they were up in arms about that. The next big issue they had was about the actual national anthem. They felt like John Basquiat did a terrible job John Baptiste, sorry, did a terrible job, but I want to say he did a phenomenal job. Okay, and again, you need to look within yourself. First of all, New Orleans has like a jazz flair, so he did like a jazz flair to it. Again, in line with the city of New Orleans, the Creole influence, the jazz influence. Let's play this clip of him singing the national anthem. And if y'all want to share with me in the comments, I would love to know if you personally had an issue with the rendition. Why did you? I mean, I want to get educated. Maybe y'all are seeing something I don't see. Let me play this clip now about his rendition of it. Oops, my bad. Hold on, y'all.
Through the perilous fight,
Let me restart that.
whose broad stripes and bright stars, through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch.
All right, y'all. That was beautiful. Okay. I don't know what was so bad about that performance. Please let me know in the comments. Give me a new perspective. Why did you guys hate it so much? But, none will top the queen. Okay. Like, this is the best performance of all time. We can play this real quick. Can y'all hear her? I can't. Here we go. This the queen right here. Nothing will top this. So I can understand when you have the best, it's hard to go back. But we can at least give the brother some praise, some acknowledgement. He did a great job, y'all. Like, he really won't top Whitney though, but he did a great job. Okay, so that was the first. We knocked out the two big issues. One, the Black National Anthem. Two, the guy John Baptiste. He did such a terrible job. Oh my God, yada yada yada. But I just explained to you why it's a different rendition. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to always be the same rendition each time, you guys. The other issue that the whites in this country had was about not understanding the music. It was a little too urban for them. Now, first of all, the NFL knew that Kendrick Lamar is urban. So that's what they wanted, y'all. They wanted to do it for the culture. We are in New Orleans, okay? A town that has historic roots for African Americans, historic roots for the Creole people of this country. It's urban, okay? Whether you like it or not, it's urban. That's why they picked him. Now, in my opinion, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think they should have chose Lil Wayne. I'll be quite honest with you, but it needed to be urban, and I'm glad they did it urban. And I just loved the drum line that they had in the very beginning. I'm sure y'all had issues with that, but the dancers did a great job. The drum line did a great job. I'm gonna play this clip, and it's to poke fun of those that said they wish that it was something else. So we can have a little laugh here. This is the rendition that I think most white Americans probably wanted. I'll keep it a buck with you. This is what I think they wanted to see, y'all. Would this have made y'all feel better? Let me know in the comments. Maybe this is what y'all wanted to see. Oh wait, it's not playing. Hold on,
We
y'all.
got a good thing.
Would this have made y'all feel better? I think this would have made y'all feel better. Oh my gosh. So I just want to give y'all a laugh about that because I think that may have made y'all feel better. I'll be honest with you. Maybe that's what y'all wanted to see, but that's not the year it was. Okay, we had to do it for the people, y'all. Okay, it's not all. It's not all going to be country music and rock and roll and Britney Spears and pop music. We are the United States of America, and the hip hop urban culture is a part of it. Okay. So it's not going to all be country music. And another thing I saw, oh my God, another stupid thing I saw that people were saying is he didn't have not one white person up there with him. Okay. I thought we was against DEI, y'all. That's a DEI comment right there. He didn't have not one white person up there with him. To me, y'all, come on now. Y'all was being petty. Okay. Y'all was being petty. Listen, it ain't going to be like that every year. It is what it is. You know what's so crazy to me is the NFL is 80% African American, okay? Imagine how they feel every year they come to this damn Super Bowl and it's all white performers, all white dancers, all white band, all white this, all white that. Get over it, okay? That's all I got to say to them. Now, if we do it, now if we do it again next year, then I might have an issue with that. I'll be honest with you. But every year we can't have country music, rock and roll. We got to mix it up, you guys. Like, come on now. So the next clip I'm going to play um, is breaking down why what it represented. Was a clip I found where a African American man explained it to his friend about the importance of it. Let's watch this together, you guys.
He was a little upset about everything that was going on, so he had to make them for the people. You know what I'm saying? For the culture. So he gonna be like, they not like us.
Exactly.
They not like us. So he's saying like they ain't like us. You feel? Like people on the other side be doing what they be doing, but sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. You feel? I'm trying to bring you in and do this right here. He's from the West Coast, I'm from the East Coast. He's separated, you know what I'm saying? Like, let on that at first. Now, tell it more. Hey, man, you feel? When he was raining and I was in the studio, I was like, that'll win. You feel?
Anyways, y'all, I mean, I just want y'all to understand what was going on, okay? I just gave y'all a snippet because he explained it to y'all. He's saying it was a rap beef. The basis is Kendrick Lamar. First of all, so much symbolism. Oh my God, so much symbolism in his performance. The first symbolism he had that we can all relate to in America is he used like a PlayStation like controller. So like we're in a similar, almost like MAGA. We've been saying we are in a psyop, in a simulation. He talked about that. That's what that represented. We are in a simulation, a game. Life is a game, especially life in America, y'all. That was the first symbol he had that to me like really stood out. The second is he had Sam Jackson playing Uncle Sam, like brilliant, brilliant. Uncle Sam. The next, we all complain. We all about to do our taxes. We all about to give this money up to Uncle Sam. So I wish we could have Samuel Jackson be Uncle Sam. I'm just joking. But yeah, like that was the second thing. The third thing that really stood out to me is he literally called out his rap rival, and he talked about being anti-pedophilia, anti being with children. A minor, like, come on, that was what that line was about. He's saying he doesn't want, like, he not like us, like that, like, whoa, like amazing. The other thing I really liked is when he had the American flag. That to me was amazing. Just seeing that, like that was brilliant, brilliant on his part. When he had that American flag in the center, he united. So he had like the red representing the blood, which is in California, the blue representing the Crips, which are both two big gangs in California, and he had them separate at first and then unite and come together. And he was the only star in the middle. You understand that? Do y'all understand that symbolism, that unity? I don't know if y'all understand about gangs. And again, he's from California. There's gangs in California. So he brought that element from his side, from Compton, and he showed they are united. The United States of America, the red and the blue. Think about that. What is red and what is blue? Democrats, Republicans, y'all, we got to unite. We got to stop this divisionness. Like, so seriously, we really do. It's not good for our country because God forbid if one of our enemies, China or Russia, sees this, they're probably salivating over this. They love the divisiveness. They love how divided we are. We are even divided over Super Bowl, and not divided over teams, divided over saying, oh, I'm not watching that. That's demonic. Listen, y'all, not everything is demonic. Like, so serious. And I don't understand how you guys can support certain things and then not support others, and love to say the excuse about demonic. And not everything is demonic, you guys. What's demonic is division. What's demonic is this guy didn't even have not one thing woke. They were like, oh, he's anti-AB, he's anti-police, this and that. He didn't have not one thing there, not one thing that showed that. He showed He showed the culture of his people, of Compton, of Black Americans. And let me play this clip for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all it's not all of America feeling like this. Not all of America feels like this. Like, this was really fun to see, you guys. So this is a clip of a cruise, and we're gonna see the people celebrating. Okay, let's play this. All sorts of people in this cruise audience. So shouts out to them. I love cruising, by the way. These are Caucasians that y'all see in the front, right? We see that. I mean, how can y'all say this was not a good performance? Let's just put it on mute. You don't understand it, put it on mute. But they were so in sync and coordinated. It was amazing. You could tell they put a lot of work into this. Like, shouts out to him and his team. They worked really hard. Even he was dancing. Okay? Even he was dancing. The whole room was feeling it. Okay? I even though Caucasian people in the front, so shouts out to them because they was feeling it. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. The whole audience I heard was feeling it there too. There people gave a standing ovation, I heard. Look at that lady dancing. She having a good old time. She's having fun. Like, I don't get it, y'all. Like, seriously, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't understand why this was so divisive. Would understand if he had something that said, forget the police, or made a joke, had a pig or something like that. I would understand that. I would say, you know what? I'm not going to hold you guys. I totally get it. It was offensive. But I don't. I really don't. I really don't get it. The last great thing that really stood out to me was Serena Williams was there. She did the Crip Walk. I'm gonna play it, and pretty much the two things that were symbolic about this. The first symbolic thing was Drake is her ex-boyfriend, and she did the Crip Walk, on the diss on to him. The next symbolic thing that we'll talk about, y'all, is she had a sister that was murdered by the Crips. So rest in peace to her sister. And the fact that she still did a Crip Walk shows you that we can have unity in the country. Let me play the clip of her Crip walking now. Oh wait, my bad, y'all.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
What?
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
No.
They not like us.
Are you my friend?
They not like us.
No.
They not like.
So yeah, y'all, that was the Crip Walk. You know what I mean? And shouts out to him for including her so she could do that. That was really, really, really monumental. Yeah, I mean, listen, y'all, this was, to me, my favorite halftime performance, even though she's not my favorite person in the world, was J-Lo and Shakira. And Beyonce is my number 2. Well, no, Michael Jackson, he's number 1 of all time. Michael Jackson, and then J-Lo and Shakira, because I'm from Miami, and it really represented Miami well, in my opinion. So, yeah, so pretty much, I don't get it, y'all. I don't know. I mean, I'm reading. We could look at some of the comments, y'all. We're gonna end out, and I'm gonna show you guys some of the comments, so y'all know I'm not making this up about the amount of hateful things I saw against this, and in particular by white people in MAGA. I'll be honest with you, dear NFL, why are you allowing the likes of Kendrick Lamar to dumb down society with his mind-numbingly bad of a Super Bowl halftime show? What a talent! This is what the youth of America should aspire to, for sure. Shaking my head. Yeah, they should aspire to this. They're dancing. Look how coordinated this is. I don't know many people that can do this. This is pretty damn coordinated. This has to be the worst Super Bowl halftime ever. It was so bad the crowd was not into it. I didn't see that clip. That's a new clip to me. They're just calling it straight trash and garbage. I mean, I don't know. I don't agree, but we can agree to disagree, y'all. This is my recap. I wanted to show you guys why the halftime show was important to the culture, why I feel like America should look at this a little bit less judgmental, okay? Why America should think outside the box a little bit. Not everything is woke, not everything is this. Some things I think are to unite. Like look at this. Like let's just close out with this. If you are enjoying what you're seeing,
fucking trash. The
look at
worst
this.
lip syncing job in history, and it's got to be on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You've got to
listen
be
to this.
shitting me.
I gotta
This
play with you guys.
sucks.
This is the things
And
that
this
they were
dude
saying, you guys. Look
sucks.
at this. This was my favorite part of this. And while he's doing this great symbolism of the United States of America, this guy's trashing him. Wow. Just wow. Anyways, so thank you for everyone checking me out on my inaugural show. We are going to have lots of fun things, lots of pop ups. If y'all are not subscribing to me on Nora Christine Live, please, 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 please go subscribe to me. You can go to YouTube. Let me type it in. And for all those watching from X, I appreciate your support. This is the New Party Network, but this is from my personal channel, y'all. So I appreciate your support. Please go check out my YouTube. Give me a subscription. Just give me a like, a subscription on there. It really appreciate it. It really helps me to keep it going for y'all. The goal is to obviously be monetized. I'm not asking for a dime other than you give me a shout out, a subscription. I mean, a like and a subscription to my private channel. So I really, really, really appreciate everybody to watch. We will be back on the New Party Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about the burning down of Wilmington. It was a black town to go in step with Black History Month. We will be talking about the symbolism of that and how it correlates to today. So again, thank you so much for everyone watching. Please, please, please go to my YouTube, Nora Christine Live. Give me a like, give me a shout, give me a follow. If you hated what I talked about tonight, give me a piece of your mind. And I really, really appreciate you guys for coming. God bless. Good night and stay safe.